shoot your eye out, kid.
Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Can't Stand Up Comedy presents I Won't Stand for This. Please welcome to the stage your host, Dan Smith.
I just turn around first. There we go. What's up, everybody? I meant to do that. Fuck, this is my first time back on stage in a while, so yeah. I'm having some technical difficulties. Jesus Christ. Alright. I'm good. Alright. Yeah, I said this is my first time back on stage in 3 months. I had a car accident in August, and it's a pretty serious accident. I ended up on a ventilator. I was in a trauma ward. I've been off comedy for 3 months, but you know the good news about the accident, though? I was already in a wheelchair. I didn't have to relearn to walk, so I'm good. Let's see, like I said, 3 months off, so I'm gonna use this a little bit. So yeah, I was already in a wheelchair. The reason I'm in a wheelchair is I have a birth defect called spina bifida. Now I have the most severe form of spina bifida. It's called myelomeningocele. And you know what? I like telling people I have myelomeningocele because it does not sound like I have a disability. It sounds like I have a ninja seal. And my ninja seal's name is Milo. Pretty cool. So, hey, first of all, thank you for coming out to this stand-up comedy show. I'm Dan, the can't stand-up comedian. Tell you a little bit about myself. My pronouns are he, him, and hot rod. You know, one of my biggest dreams growing up was to compete in the Paralympics someday. Now, I never got there as an athlete, but I did go as a spectator one time. And I was going to tell you about my favorite sports that I saw while I was there, but I decided instead of telling you, I'm going to show you, okay? So I'm going to act out 3 wheelchair sports, and when you know what sport I'm doing, you just shout it out, all right? So here's the first one. Basketball, good, all right. Here's the second one. Hey, say it again. Hurdles. That is the wheelchair hurdles. Hell yeah. All right, we got one more to guess. Here we go. Backstroke. I heard swimming. Yeah. You know what? Those are both very good guesses, but no. No, the answer we're looking for is drowning. Yeah, you can't swim in a wheelchair. Come on. Let's see. Hey, you guys know Beck? You know, the loser baby, so why don't you kill me guy? Yeah. Did you know he got a divorce? Yeah, he just recently, but he wants to make some new music about it, but turns out he only has one turntable and a half a microphone now. Let's see. I myself am divorced, little over a year now. But you know what? Being divorced is okay because it means I never, ever have to go in somewhere that was decorated like a Hobby Lobby, threw up on it ever again. Let's see. But you know, we were together for quite a while. We had 17 years, so we had a pretty good run. One of us did. Shit, I forgot part of this joke. It's been a while. Did I tell you that already? Yeah, I did. But no. Fuck, I really did forget part of it. I should have practiced more. Fuck it. I don't know. I gotta do this. I gotta practice more. So, God damn it. This is embarrassing. This is fun. You guys just came out to stand here and sit here and watch me just stand here. Sit here, right? You weren't expecting jokes, were you? No, good, because I'm doing good then. I am doing good. Who else doesn't remember these jokes? You guys remember them? Because yes, you do. What's the next part? No, that's not part of it at all. That is not part of it at all. But, roleplay, that's part of it. That's part of it. People used to ask me, is your wife also in a wheelchair? Does your spouse also ask really fucking stupid questions? Yeah. No, she's not in a wheelchair. She wasn't in a wheelchair, excuse me. She had a fetish for them. Yeah. My lady liked her role play. Let's see. I went on a date the other day, first date in a while, and we had a really good time. We went out to dinner, and it was weird though because the person that I went with insisted that we go to a seafood restaurant. That was fine. We went, but I still don't understand why somebody's religion had to do with that. Pescatarian? All right, I need to work on that joke. That's all right. I made eggs this morning, and they were runny. And, I just fucking hate runny eggs. Because I don't appreciate it when my breakfast tries to show me up. Let's see. What time is it? You know what? I'm going to get off stage now and bring up our first comedian of the night. This comedian is a fellow member of the Comedians with Disabilities Act, so I've worked with him quite a bit. Please give a warm welcome to Adam Keyes. Now watch me get off stage. Okay. No, I'm good. No, you're not. You're really not. Okay, I'm really not. Hey, I'm really not.
I mean, it was just stuck, that's all.
You're good?
I do not like being up here, so I'm getting...
All right. Whoa, I meant to do it. All right. Oh, hey, our first comedian of the night brought his own wheelchair. The first time it's ever happened. I can't get by. You know that. There we go. All right. Hey. Yeah.
I've been playing this wheelchair game for a while myself. Sweet. How's everybody doing, all right? Yeah. Hell yeah. I have been in the wheelchair for a little while, but ironically, I've never done comedy from the wheelchair. It's kind of weird, so I still have my legs on just to feel kind of normal. I don't know. I know it's very awkward seeing a guy like me get on a stage like I just did or just out in public. I get that, right? I'm trying to figure out what's more awkward. Me getting on stage like this or Elaine dancing on Seinfeld? You know what I mean? I think she might take the cake. I don't know. It is kind of weird, right? Like I'm convinced now. I've been in the wheelchair for about 13 years now. I'm convinced that if I go out in public and I had a face tattoo, I'd be the first guy with a face tattoo where the face tattoo is not the first thing you would notice. I'm serious, folks. People look at me and they're like, look at this guy's little feet. What is going on here, you know? Meanwhile, the tattoo across my forehead would say, help me, And nobody would. And nobody would. Like I said, I've been in the wheelchair for over 13 years now. I do know a lot of amputees, both from the military and from the civilian side as well, right? And a lot of them, they're out there, they're trying to inspire other people, you know, they want to motivate other people. And that's a cool thing. That's cool if you want to do that. But they're all sort of saying the same thing, you know? They'll say things like, you know, losing my leg or becoming an amputee is, quote, the best thing that ever happened to me. And I have to completely disagree, folks. Completely disagree. I mean, I can say a lot of things about that, but the first time I touched a titty, best thing that ever happened to me. I mean, the last time I touched a titty, best thing that ever happened to me. If you guys ever hear me say something like that, just show me your tits and everything will be okay, you know? All right. Here's a random thought I had last night. Do you guys think if Michael Vick was in a horrible, horrible car accident and lost his eyesight, that anybody would give him a dog? I don't know where these jokes come through my mind, but when they come out like that, I just got to write it down and tell strangers, you know? Anybody out there doing any online dating? Just me. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I've been swiping right on these ladies on the sidewalk all night. Here's what I've learned about online dating so far since I've been doing it, right? It's a weird game, but a lot of women, at least, they're saying the same thing on Bumble, right? They're saying they want a guy with a dad bod, right? Which is kind of a weird thing for me to hear because you don't have to be a dad to have a dad bod, right? Sometimes they want you to look like their dad, which is kind of weird, right? And sometimes they want you to kill their dad, which is like, how much money are we talking here, you know? I guess what I need to happen is I need the dad bod trend to end and the war bod to start trending. You know what I mean? If that war bod starts trending, folks, that's my time to shine. Everyone else just might as well stay home, folks. No, I don't like the old, I don't like online dating. I like the old-fashioned way. I like to meet a woman in public and just sort of hit it off and go from there, right? So what I did was I bought a ticket to Poland. Yeah, now follow me with this one, guys. Follow me. If you go to Poland right here, right now, there are thousands upon thousands of newly single Ukrainian women. And I'm just playing the odds, folks. I am just playing the odds. All right, we're having some fun. We're having some fun. People say some crazy things to me when I go out in public, folks. They say the craziest things to me. It's part of the reason why I became a comedian, you know. Recently, a woman came up to me. She didn't introduce herself. She didn't ask for my name. She just got right to the question. She goes, you know, with that small scar on your neck, you could have a simple surgery and make it look like it never even happened, you know? And I said, if this little scar on my neck's freaking you out, you could never handle the rest of my body, lady. You can never handle the rest of this. I actually keep this little scar there to keep women like you away from me, you know? But it's not working in this moment, you know? And I'm a pretty nice guy, but when people ask me the stupid questions, I give stupid answers as well. I said, while we're on the topic, lady, with a simple surgery, you could fix those sagging tits real quick. You know what I mean? Make it look like they never even happened, you know? It's crazy. Life's crazy, folks. She goes on to say, well, were you born like that or did something happen? I said, no, I'm just trying something new. Just trying something new. Mark your calendars, folks, but you don't know, but this time next year, this will be trending. You know what I mean? I'm just ahead of the trend, folks. That's it. Just ahead of the trend. So she's trying to figure me out, right? She's trying to put two and two together. She goes, were you injured overseas? And I said, no, actually. It was over one ocean. Yeah, it was over the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know where people are saying overseas. There's only one ocean. So she's trying to figure it out, right? She goes, were you injured in Afghanistan? Was it Iraq? I said, no, actually, it was the war on drugs. Yeah, it was the cocaine bear that got me, honestly. Cocaine bear is real, folks. It's real. No, I leveled with her, right, because she was trying to figure it out. I said, no, it actually was Afghanistan, right? I was there in 2010. And she goes, well, I just want to thank you for your service, and I think you're a hero, right? And that's a weird thing for a guy like me to hear, you know, because you don't think about that about yourself that way. You know, I don't think that I'm a hero, right? I mean, in my mind, anybody could do what I've done, right? Anybody could do it. I mean, if you join any branch of the service, right, the first thing you're going to learn is how to shoot. You just go to the range, all that is point, shoot, point, shoot. Anybody could do that, right? I mean, just ask Alec Baldwin. All right, we're having some fun. The Taliban, people don't give the Taliban enough credit, honestly, folks. They don't. They all just think they're like cavemen, you know? And sure, lots of them live in the mountains, live in caves. That is true. But they also have highly educated, highly trained scientists. It's true. I mean, look how well they split this atom. All right. All right. Yeah, we're having a little bit of fun. This lady, she just wouldn't shut up, though. She goes on, and this is just random questions. She goes, have you seen the Barbie movie? And I said, no, I haven't, but I actually can relate to Barbie. I can, right? Now, there's this song from the late 90s. You guys may have heard it. It goes a little something like this. It goes, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic. It's fantastic. You guys know the song?
Yes.
You can comb my hair, undress me anywhere. Okay, all right. Now, folks, I am obviously not a singer. So for me to tell that joke, I had to go out on a limb, you know? All right. The lady says, I have one last question for you. Said, thank God, because this is killing me, you know? She says, in light of what happened to you, do you regret joining the service? I said, no, of course I don't, right? I don't regret it at all because, I mean, if you think about it, I got paid money to jump out of airplanes, right? I got to travel all over the world, although it was pretty shitty places, honestly, pretty shitty places. And I made some of the best friends anybody could ever ask for. This is all true, right? Now, on the other hand, you guys know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying. Now, this lady, she was crazy. You guys actually may know her. She's pretty famous. Yeah, her name's Elaine, and she dances real awkward like folks. I think I got time to squeeze in one more here. Now, obviously, I'm in a wheelchair. Like I said, I've been in a wheelchair for over 13 years now, and maybe Dan can definitely relate. He's been doing this game, playing this game a long time. But when I go out in public, like I said, people are always looking. It seems that women in particular, they just, when they see me, they don't know what happened, but they just feel bad for me. You know, they just feel bad. And they just want to come over and they just want to give me a hug. And I have to say, I am all for that. Because when they do that and they lean in, it's like a full-on rack attack, you know what I'm saying? Tits just coming right at me. I guess what I'm saying is, ladies, I'm giving free hugs after the show. Guys, my name's Adam Keys. Let's get Dan back up here.
Dan is not coming back up there. Hey, make it loud for Captain Hook. All right, our next comedian coming to this stage as soon as he gets in my chair. He didn't bring his own chair. Fuck you, Nate. Oh, Captain Hook, fuck you for getting Barbie girl stuck in my head.
You got the hairdo. I just got the song.
Oh, okay, you got it. All right. This next comedian coming to this stage, I haven't worked with him very many times, so that's why I brought him onto my show. But I know he's a very funny guy, and I'm looking forward to seeing him. Please give a round of applause to Nate Shaw. Oh, I am so glad Jesse's here. Thank you, Jesse. You all right there, Nate? Ow. Ow? What do you do now? Wow. You just, okay, yeah, just face.
Howdy, folks.
That's just face. That's good.
So listen.
No, here, Nate. You do one hand, push one wheel, and pull back on the other. Grab the right wheel. There you go. Keep it going. Move that.
Wait, okay, now. Wow. So give me noise. Clap for me.
Yeah. There he is. Yeah. And
That was the hardest shit I've ever done in my time.
Really?
Yes.
You haven't done many very hard shit.
I've chosen an easy lifestyle. Hello, folks. The first 2 minutes was just, that was part of it. That does count for my time. My arms are tired already. Give it up for Dan. Putting the show on.
Thank you, Nate.
He had me on, man. I'm happy to be here. Very happy. Dan, you guys know about the car accident. And you guys, he was out. And it was scary. And we were like, man, I was talking to my mom, scrolling on Facebook, and I was like, I'm going to be on my friend Dan's show. He's actually in a car accident recently. We were looking at his page, and she was like, oh, my God, he's in a wheelchair now. And I was like, well, no, he's been in a wheelchair. But, you know, he's extra in a wheelchair now, Mom.
The car accident was just a little extra gift from God.
He's extra in a wheelchair now, Mom. He really can't walk now, Mom. It's very sad, but I'm happy to be here, man. I have a girlfriend. She's at the house. She couldn't make it to the show. She got me into reality television, so I'm a little bit upset with her right now. You know what I mean? Are you a part of the reality television? Thank God. She's a keeper. Do you watch reality television? Are you a fan? Oh, you guys all care about yourselves. You have self-esteem? Oh my God. Wow, you have self-respect. You guys should talk to my girlfriend.
My ex-wife didn't have it.
I go in the house, and my girlfriend is watching whatever Real Housewives of whatever state they're in, causing havoc. And I'm like, babe, come on. Like, there has to be better options on the television than this. Then I accidentally sit down on the couch. And then like 3 seasons later, I'm all like, shh, be quiet. Now we got to rewind because you're talking through. They were about to say if she cheated or not in confessional. Be quiet. I'm hooked now. When I was leaving, she was like, do you want me to turn off Love is Blind, this new reality television show? I was like, hey, if you keep watching Love is Blind while I'm gone, you're going to be on the next season. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't watch it without me, you know? I don't know. She needs a procedure. Might as well just spill the beans since it's just us and we'll never see each other again.
You'll see me.
Oh, I'll see Dan. Probably see Heather and probably Adam, and that's my brother back there, so I'll see actually more than half the room I'll probably see again. But anyway, she needs a procedure. This is going to be the second half of a procedure, actually, my girlfriend. And she got the first procedure done when she was with her ex, which is kind of like weird, like the first half of it, right? Because like her ex was like, you know, regardless of what happens to us, like, I'm going to help you through this. I'll pay for the entire procedure, right? Like, regardless of what happens to us. And me being her boyfriend now, that puts me in kind of a weird position, right? Because it's like, there's no way I'm going to allow that. But then, like, she showed me the price of the procedure, and I was like, well, you know, tell him we say thank you. You know what I mean? I was like, he's a good man. As a matter of fact, do you guys want to go out? I'll pay for the date. I have a bunch of money left over from this procedure. I don't have to buy. I don't know. It's very intimate up here. I like it. I always tell my friends I do comedy, and they're like, oh, bro, I'm going to have to come see you. And I'm like, yeah, you know, honestly, man, like, you drive, all my friends live more than an hour away. I'm like, you drive about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes to see me do about 10 minutes, and I might do good. You know what I mean? Like, it's not guaranteed, which is fucking crazy, because it's like, that's friendship. You know? Like, you're not going to go. Like, imagine if your friend was like, hey, you want to come see me do this, like, dirt bike race or something like that? But he can't really, like, he's half and half on the bike. You know what I mean? Like, he can kind of, you're like, but you can't really ride that well. He's like, I know, but sometimes they pay me to do it anyway. So I'm going to just try it. Well, where's the race? You know what I mean? I don't know. I smoked weed today. Clap it up for me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Weed made me a better person. Let me get that off the... Before I used to smoke weed, I was late to everything that I would try to go to. Like, I could not be anywhere on time. Now I got to get places 15 minutes early so that I can smoke weed before I go in there. So I'm like on time everywhere. I'm just kind of high. You know what I mean?
It's all right.
Whatever. Right? I'm like clocking in early and everything. 5 minutes before. I'm like, forklift. Just a little high though. You know? I don't know. I used to buy my weed from a dealer. Now that we're talking about it, now that you guys got me started on it, I used to buy my weed from a dealer. My dealer was very, very like iffy. You know what I mean? He would keep me waiting. I'd text him like, hey, I'll be here at this time. Plenty of advance. And he'd be like, okay, sounds good. And then we would arrive at that time. He's nowhere to be found. I'm like, dude, I've been in the McDonald's parking lot for like 3 hours. You know what I mean? Like, can we get this? And then he pulls up and he gives me the weed. I'm like, all right, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Like, thank you. Hey, when weed became legal and you could just go in the store to buy it, man, my dealer was trying to win me back like I was his ex. I swear to God. He would text me out of nowhere. He showed up at my house unannounced. He was like, hey, did I leave my lighter over here? I know when we were doing our thing, you know, I wasn't always there for you. You know what I mean? But, like, I'm here now. And I got what you need. And, like, I'm super uncomfortable. Like, I'm at the door in my robe. Like, oh my goodness, ew. Like, I'm in a committed relationship with my dispensary now. Like, I don't think you should be here. But then I'm like, what did you bring over? Like, okay, come inside, I guess. But we're not back together. You know what I mean? I'm just lonely tonight. Do you guys follow that? There's a lot of element, like it's weed, love, betrayal. It's a fun one. You guys are awesome. How do you guys know Dan? Do you guys know Dan?
We haven't met.
You guys just pulled up on the show and I love that, man.
Really?
Hell yeah. Give it up for them.
Yeah.
What about you two? Is it the same? Are you guys That's Dan's mom? And Dan's sister. Give it up for Dan's mom and sister.
Yeah.
And the ride? Hell yeah, right? 3 more months, man.
Yeah.
You better be nice, Dan. You better be nice. Very nice. Is everybody from Sacramento? You guys are from Sacramento? Okay. Where are you guys from? Up in the boondocks. Okay, fine. We'll call it Sacramento. You're a part of us tonight. Since we're all from Sacramento, and since, you know what, in the theme of driving tonight, since we're all talking driving and we're all from the city, what the fuck is going on out there? What is going on? When did we all start auditioning for Fast and the Furious, whatever the fuck? Dude, what kills me is when, like, the exit is right there, and then you see somebody just coming across 5 lanes. I'm like, dude, the freeway is long. You know what I mean? Like, the exit just doesn't come. It's not like a surprise. You know what I'm saying? You know where it is.
The sneak up exit.
Yeah, like, people try to get off, like, they're like, oh, what the fuck? No way. This is where you get off? Like, are you looking at your map? I don't know. I almost died in the car yesterday. It's crazy. It wasn't even raining. I tried to take my sweater off while I was on the freeway. Tried to take my sweater off. That was it wasn't anybody else's fault, but it was still scary though. I was scared. Would you guys believe me if I said I was the mature one out of my friend group? Like, I'm the one who has it together, believe it or not. I swear. He shook. Hey, that's fair though. That's okay. Hey, I appreciate honesty. Thank you. I'm the one though. I have snacks at my house. I got the snacks. Okay? When we smoke. Yes, I'm still. So I'm the mature one. When we smoke, it follows up with that. When we smoke at my friend's house, there's nothing to eat ever. Nothing to eat. They live like bachelors, right? Nothing to eat ever. I go in the kitchen. I'm like, bro, pulling out shit. The packaging is super old on the packaging, right? It's been in there for years. I can't even make it out. My boy has to come and grab it and put it in the light. He's like, what? I'm like, dude, if you got to put it in the light, like, maybe I shouldn't eat it. You know what I mean? And he's like, hey, come here and tell me, is this a 2 or a 3 on the package? And I was like, dude, if you need me to tell you if it's a 2 or a 3 on the package, then I probably shouldn't eat it. And he was like, you know what? I'm trying to help you out because either this went bad in 2003 or it's good until 3003. So can you come take a look? I was like, A, I don't even need to come look at it. I already know what it is. And B, I don't need to come over here anymore. I think this friendship is over. Hey, my name is Nate Shaw, man. Thank you guys so much for having a good time. And give it up for your host.
Nate Shaw. Yeah. And if you're the mature one in the friend group, I don't know, man. I'm so scared right now. You're not gonna die. That's what Jesse's here. Man, Jesse saved you twice. You all right there?
I'm good.
All right, all right.
I have a lot more respect. Well, I mean, not that I didn't already.
You didn't. I know you didn't. It's fine. It's fine. All right, we got one more comedian tonight for you guys. Good friend of mine, very, very funny. Please give a big hand to Heather Rogue. You have to push to.
Help me! Don't help me!
Don't help him.
Help me! Don't help me!
Yeah, you need some help.
Don't help me!
You don't need help with the
I
wheelchair.
don't need any help! I'm just as good as you! I got it!
I gotta give it up for you, Heather. Heather, that was a very good impression of me.
There you come. Thank you.
How dare I? The microphone's on your left there. Right, I knew that.
Thank you. How's everyone doing? You know, I was good at this. I mean, what did you expect? I'm a transsexual. I have an advantage at everything.
I know.
All right, I gotta get my phone out and start recording my set. Just give me a second, you guys. Just 1 second. How are you doing? What's your name? Steel Dan. Hey Bob, how's it going? What do you do for a living?
I do harm reduction work.
Not you, the person behind you. No, don't look at him. Look at me.
Sorry.
You do harm reduction work. That's cool. I reduced harm once. That's my favorite. That's like my second favorite thing actually to do to harm.
What's reducing?
It's like eliminate it. And then I do like causing it, but that's third.
You put yourself in harm just getting on stage.
I put. You know what? Sometimes you have to commit to the bit. Like you gotta die for the bit. What kind of comedian are you if you're not willing to die for the bit?
Can I ask you why you're not facing forward?
Because I can't.
Because you can't.
I'm working on it. There's things on the ground here. I got you. Let's do this. Now I'm a real comedian.
There we go.
All right. All right.
Hell
All
yeah.
right.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Booyah, people. I got jokes over there that I can't reach them anymore. And it doesn't matter. We'll just free ball it. All right. First of all, before I begin this next joke, I want to just condemn Hamas, the terrorist organization. You know, there's no justification for any of the terrorist or the things that they did. All right, now, who here has taken a really good shit before? Anybody? Yeah, you took a good shit once?
I did.
Yeah, no one else has taken a really. Come on, we've all taken a good shit, right? Yeah, there you go. What's the best shit you've ever taken? How big was it?
Like, weight-wise?
Weight, inches, how long? Like, how many inches? You know, a lot of times the girth is more important. You know what, though? The size doesn't really matter, right? It's more like the motion of the ocean. You ever take a shit so good it turns you gay? It could happen. It's in there. I'm telling you, it could happen. You could take a shit so good, you'll never forget the way it tickled your prostate coming out of your butt. It's like it's already 1/2 of anal sex. You're already halfway there. Think about it next time you take a shit. Think about that next time you poop. Think about how close you are to having butt sex right now and enjoy it, because that's the closest you as a straight man are allowed to get. But maybe you'll want to go all the way. It could happen. And you'll try. You'll try to remember that shit you took. You'll take laxatives and Taco Bell all day long, but you'll never be able to chase it. I'm telling you, you'll never catch it no matter how hard you chase it. You'll start riding dicks all day just to try and capture the feeling of that one good shit. You know it. You know it's in. You know it's possible. So I had a really good shit one time, and it turned me gay. It turned me gay. I started fucking men, and then I turned into a woman for fun. I ordered the wrong drink at Starbucks, and so then I started dating men, right? As women are taught to do, and I started dating men, and then they turned me into a lesbian. It's true. Have you tried dating men? Instant lesbian medicine. Like, if you want to That's some conversion therapy right there. Trying to date men. Holy shit. I don't need men for shit anymore. I'll tell you what. The only thing that men are good for me now is once in a while a man will walk up to me and show me how not to talk to women. Get home safe. I did not feel in danger. You know, hey, I wrote you this 6-page love letter. What? Like, I had one guy walk up to me in a club. He goes, hey, you know, you're the most beautiful woman in here. And I look around and I was like, well, what about her and her and her? And he looks around and he goes, well, I guess I'm just into older women. Yeah, so I lit him on fire. I'm bad at taking compliments. I'm working on it. I'm talking to my I just get awkward when someone compliments me. We got any heroes in here? Any heroes? Heroes? You're a hero? I'm not a hero. I know the wheelchair would make you think so, but I'm not. I'm not a hero. I do have a heroic flaw. Like, my heroic flaw is that I thought Creedence Clearwater Revival was a cover band. I thought the original band was just Creedence Clearwater. And then they revived it. Any piss drinkers in here? Does anyone in here drink pee? No one in here drinks pee? Do you drink pee, sir? Okay. That's the one time you were willing to talk to me tonight. Is to deny the pee drinker allegations. You ever drink pee and you drink pee from somebody who has kidney stones? You ever have someone with kidney stones pee in your mouth? That's a better way to phrase that. You know, because so you know that it's kind of like you know that it's kind of like boba tea. It's like the boba tea of pee, of drinking pee. Okay, where was I going with this one? Let me pull my jokes out. Yeah, thank you. There's pee on it. Let's see. So, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Any conspiracy theorists in here? Anyone else into conspiracy? I believe all of them. Well, not the anti-Semitic one, but the other ones I believe in. I believe the transvestigator one. I think that all the celebrities are secretly transgender. Jennifer Aniston, Keira Knightley, Zendaya, Obama, all of them. I even started. I got so deep down the rabbit hole. I started wondering maybe I'm a transsexual. Started looking at myself in the mirror, looking at my gait, you know, my bone structure, my wingspan. I'm having questions. I'm starting to question. And you know, if I'm transsexual, that means it goes all the way to the top. That's like they got to the queen of comedy, like we're done for. I'm a time thief. All right, I don't want to do that one. I steal time. It's true. I steal time. My boss got mad at me. He got mad at me when I was taking a poop at work. He's like, this is time theft. I was like, time theft? That sounds awesome. I'm like a sci-fi pirate. Are you kidding me? That's so cool. I started taking all my poops at work. But then you know what happened? Jean-Claude Van Damme busts through the bathroom. He goes, "You can't be in here." Because he's the time cop. Also because he's transphobic. All right. Well, you guys didn't like that one? All right. Only 69 days until Christmas. Who's excited? Anyone?
No one.
Anyone? No one here likes Christmas. No one.
No one.
I get it.
0.
I think if Santa Claus were gay, he'd be a polar bear. Did everyone get? I can explain it. So a bear is a hairy gay man, and then Santa Claus lives on one of the 2 polar regions of the Earth. The top one, he's a top. Yeah, it's like a double entendre. Yeah, you like double entendre, right? You like puns? Okay, cool. You like puns? Did you get it? All right. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm not gonna ruin your childhood like this. I don't think Santa Claus is gay, okay? I think he's a pedophile. Well, why did he stop giving me presents when I hit puberty, huh? Explain it. He used to watch me when I was sleeping. Now it's like he doesn't exist. Where did he go? Yeah, I don't trust Santa. I don't even trust people who dress up like Santa. Like, why are you gonna dress up in a way that attracts children? What is that for, you know? Everyone's worried about trans women. Like, oh, they're groomers. And then you just give Santa a pass? You're like, go sit on his lap, Timmy, and whisper all your deepest desires into his ear. I don't trust... Okay, let's just skip to the next one. I'm running out of time. My point is, I'm sorry I called Santa a child molester. Are we all still on board? I hope I didn't offend anyone. Okay. Okay, good. I just don't want to offend anyone. You know, you can't tell jokes anymore. Yeah, everyone... It's true. Everyone gets canceled. Everyone gets canceled for telling jokes, like Louis C.K. got canceled for telling a joke, right? Or like Bill, they put Bill Cosby in prison just for telling a joke. I get so offended. You know, I personally, I can agree to disagree with somebody, okay? Like, I have a friend, she won't vaccinate her children, and I don't agree with it, but that's her opinion, and she's entitled to it. You know what I'm like, right? Like, who here believes in that, you know? Like, if that's your opinion, you're entitled to your opinion. And my opinion is that her children should be taken away by the government. Stay with me. Stay with me. Okay, her children should be taken away by the government and sold into slavery. No, stay with me. No, stay with me. Just the white babies. No, stay with me, because we're going to eat the brown babies. But stay with me, because brown ones make better food. It's a double entendre. I thought you liked puns. Stay with me. I'm just kidding. That's the end of the joke. All right, you guys. I liked ending on that note. That was my closer because I ran out of time. I guess I'm done. All right. Well,
You can keep going.
what for? What, to make them more disappointed in me? Exactly. There we go. End it on a high note. Yes.
Hell yeah. There we go. Heather Rogue. No one is ever going to see Christmas the same. Hey, we're ending a little early tonight, but that was our show. And I want to thank you for being here so much. This means a lot to me, and it's good to be back up on stage, and it was good to perform for you guys. And give it up for your other comedians real quick again. Hell yeah. Thank you guys. Have a great night.
All right, everybody, that is it for Dan. Welcome back, Dan. Happy to have you. But we're not done for the evening. We've got another show coming up in, well, it looks like 16, 17 minutes. It's lolgbt plus presents #STFU. It's comics doing stand-up, drag performers lip syncing, and then comics lip sync, and then drag performers do stand-up. Oh, it's all of that and so much more. That's coming up at 9 o'clock. If you're done with us for the evening, thanks for coming out. Good to have you. Check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. We're live in person Thursdays through Sundays, and we stream everything we do 6 nights a week. STFU will start in about 16 minutes. Hang in there, guys. If you want to upgrade your night, we'll see you up front. Otherwise, have a good night. that I will also continue to take this.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, 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 holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, oh, holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Seems like everybody else should be here, but no.
Mostly the same.
Mostly.
Okay. I'll just give my chance between Joe, Blue October, and you know,
Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for LOLGBT Plus presents hashtag STFU. Please welcome to the stage your host, David Shapiro.
Thank you. That was really nice to hear. This is like a really sad wedding. I don't know if you guys are the grooms or the bride's side, but whoever side you're on, thank you for coming. She needs it. Yeah, she needs that support. Is it me? Am I the sad bride? I feel like it. My name is David Shapiro. You guys know that you've heard these jokes. Sorry, but you guys, I don't know you. It's fun. So this is fun. This is new. My name's David Shapiro. When my family moved here, it was a time of anti-immigration, so we had to change the spelling of our last name so we could better assimilate with the white people. Now we do it the traditional white way with an S, but we used to spell it the traditional Jewish way with a $sign. Okay, cool. It's a litmus test joke. It's like take the temperature, dip the toe in the pool, and if the crowd's like boo you, like oh, just walk off because I don't know where to go from that. My email is luckyjew22@yahoo.com. I used to be embarrassed about the luckyjew22. Now I'm just embarrassed about the @yahoo.com. I think Yahoo is a better user interface. My ex-wife is like, you're the only person under 75 who has a yahoo.com email. I'm like, well, I'm the only person under 75 that's getting spousal support from you, so I think it works out pretty good. Did you guys think of Ben Shapiro when I said my name? Yeah, I know. I don't know what to do about it except try to become more famous than him. And I'm working on it. I'm mentally ill, so I got that going for me. You know Ben Shapiro? Okay, sometimes crowds don't, and I'm like, don't learn him then. But follow me so I can get more famous. No, I'm also perhaps you noticed I'm short. Yeah, I'm not tall. I'm average American woman height, which is something I did not want to learn, but now I cannot unlearn. I'm like the maximum short a guy can be before you feel bad for him. Like no one feels bad for me at this height, but if I was like, if I was like 5'2", you feel bad for those guys. You're like, oh, homie. More like, oh, little homie. Like they're like, and they're really strong. Those guys, they're like I don't know the I don't know geometry, but like they're as strong as they are short. Like the shorter they are, the stronger they are. Like jacked yard gnomes. Okay. Sometimes people laugh at jacked yard gnomes. Sometimes they don't. I just like saying it. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm this height, and that's led to a weird life of So now I do drag for a living because I'm average American woman height. So all the clothes fit. Because it was my wife left me. People always want to know, and when my wife divorced me, she left like everything. She left in such a hurry. She left like I don't know, someone who leaves something fast overnight, like Jews leaving Egypt. And she left so fast. She didn't bake any bread. It was all unleavened. No, but she left like. I'm just pandering to the crowd tonight because I know I can. I know you guys get it, right? Yeah. She left so fast. She left like her grandma's pearls and like a lot of work stuff. And she's a lawyer, and like a lot of her clothes, and like all my hopes and dreams and future. And like she left she didn't leave her crystals, all the megalodite and the charmanonite and whatever it is that I had to charge in the moonlight. I don't know. I'm not that type of girl, but she was, and she took that stuff, but she left everything else. And then like I looked at what was left, and I was like, I have not worked in 8 years. I've been a house husband. I was a good house husband though. And I was like, well, there's two big piles. There's women's clothes and there's law books. So I have to make a decision right here and right now on how I'm going to support myself. And I was like, people hate lawyers. So women's clothes. That's how it happened. Oh, okay. You guys, who came to the show for drag? Oh, okay, cool. Who came for comedy? Oh, okay. They were like, we did not come for drag. We just came for comedy. You came for both. Yeah, okay. No bi-erasure here. I don't know what song I'm gonna lip sync. It's always hard. I never think about it. I know. I'm disgusted with myself too. Which one? Oh, I know. And I didn't learn it. So you gave it to me. You did your part, Becca. I did not do my part. I need to do better. Because you always think of the songs that you wanted. So I don't know. I'm gonna like. What do you guys want to hear? Like Boys to Men? Yeah. Do you want to hear like Billy Joel? Are you a Billy Joel crowd? Billy. Okay. All right. Because it's boy for me. It's gonna be Boys to Men, Billy Joel, or Oh, what was the third one I said? There was a third one. I was like, I can do that. I don't want to do their Hey There Delilah. That's such a weird, sad song. I know it though. Yeah.
Blue October was the other
Oh,
one.
Blue October. Thank you, Jesse. Give a round of applause for Jesse and Stab Comedy. Couldn't do these shows without Jesse. Yeah. So okay, Billy Joel or Boyz II Men. Billy Joel. Do you have a song that you want to hear? Don't say We Didn't Start the Fire because that one's hard. And I tried on the way over in the car. I tried, and I was like, mental note: try to learn it next month, right after you learn the song that Becca wanted you to learn. I'll figure it out. Okay, I'll figure it out. You'll like because you like Billy Joel, so anything's good. Okay, cool. So yeah, I am mentally ill, and I have OCD. I just stopped there. I am mentally ill. Thank you. Good night. I have OCD, which presents a couple different ways. Mostly as germophobia, and it's like it's awful, right? And so I clean a lot, which you think is like awesome, but it's not, and just constantly cleaning. And so I like to multitask when I clean, so I can feel like I'm not just a slave to my mental illness. And the other day I had a little headset on and I was cleaning, but it was the day before that I learned that 65% of people masturbate randomly when they're on the phone, like on a conversation. Yeah, and so then here I am on the phone the next day just cleaning, and then intrusive thoughts, right? Just thinking about the 65% of people that randomly masturbate when they're on the phone, and I am not. I am in the 35%. I do not randomly Feel free to call me anytime. Zero masturbation free zone, right? Like I will not be doing it. I'm in the 35. But the 65% of people, apparently they just can't help themselves, and you're just talking to them, and they're just in the background on mute, just making their day. So I'm thinking about that while I'm cleaning, and like I happen to be cleaning my kitchen, and like because I'm average American woman height, the kitchen is like it's like vaguely like misogynistic against me, right? Like because it's from the 70s, so like the counters are a little bit too tall and a little bit too deep. Like I can't quite reach the glass backsplash, you know? Like it's just like I can't get it, and I'm not misogynistic or sexist, but my apartment is. So I think that's awful. But I'm like trying to clean the counters, and I can't quite like reach like the edge, the corner of the counter, and I'm like reaching and I can't quite like get it, and I'm trying to get it, and then I was like, oh shit, it sounds like I'm masturbating. So really quick, I was like, oh, I am not masturbating. And she said, what? And I said, oh, that's right, you're not in my head. I just learned that 65% of people randomly masturbate on the phone, and 35% of people don't. And I'm in the 35% of people that don't. I am not in the 65% of people that do. And I wanted you to know that I'm in the 35%, not the 65%, because I'm not masturbating. And she said, David, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I said, so much. I'm mentally ill. And then, you know, we kind of dropped it after that. It was nice. The Smud lady didn't charge me a late fee. So... Okay, cool. I was like, wait, do you guys know SMUD? PG&E? Some people don't. Some people just know PG&E. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. So I don't do that. I'm not doing that. Because it's good. It's good not to masturbate on them. But if you want to tell someone you owe a late fee to that you're not masturbating, I think that's okay. I don't think there's anything morally wrong with saying that. It'd be weird to say you're masturbating, but if you're like, I have a late fee and I'm not masturbating on the phone, they're just going to be like, what? And then you can move on. Yeah, so I did get divorced, and my ex-wife has to pay me spousal support. She's an attorney. She's not a Jew, but she kept my last name. She kept Shapiro, which is like a solid choice, right, for a lawyer. Because if you could pick Shapiro, or any other last name to represent you? Who are you picking? Yeah, exactly. And our last name representative used to be Robert Shapiro and not Ben Shapiro. You guys remember Robert Shapiro? OJ's lawyer. Yeah. And sometimes people are like, "Oh," and I'm like, "OJ's was found innocent. Like he put together a good legal team. That's a good lawyer." But no, so my ex-wife is a lawyer, and she is Shapiro, and I'm not supposed to tell you what her name is, like, and what her firm name is. She said that's the only rule. The only rule I ask is that you don't share my law firm name. But if you just Google Sacramento Shapiro lawyer, it'll pop up because there's just the one. So it's not like I'm practicing law. I made that choice when there was a pile of women's clothes. I walked away from a life of law. But my friends are mad. They're like really upset. They're like, she should not get to use your last name. Like, that's not fair. She's benefiting from it. She's profiting from your last name. And I'm like, well, she's kind of paying rent. Like, if you think about it, because I'm getting spousal support and she gets the last name. So really, it's benefiting me. She's using my last name to get more money, and then I get money from her. So it all works out. It was a big thing when we were in court and the judge was hearing the hearing on like who should get, if I should get spousal support or not, because like I was a house husband for 8 years and she's a lawyer, and the judge was like, okay, I want to hear arguments, and her attorney was like, he has a college degree, and my attorney was like, that doesn't matter, she makes more money than he does, that's the only metric that matters. And her attorney was like, well, he is a man, and my attorney was like, that's sexist and also doesn't matter, like she makes more money than he does. And her attorney was like, well, he's a man with a college degree, and my lawyer was like, it doesn't matter. And the judge was like, stop, like in the Britney Spears video. And we all stopped, and the judge was like, what is the college degree in? And then all four of us said theater. And the judge was like, oh no, you have to, he'll die, he cannot buy groceries with monologues and soliloquies. Like, what are you doing? He'll starve. So I got spousal support, and that's cool. We started hanging out after we settled our divorce. And she said, like, you can't like post about this or like tell anyone about it. And I was like, why? Like, we were married for 10 years. This isn't like weird. Like, we can be friends. And she said, well, my baby daddy, I love that this is a streaming show. My baby daddy and like my family, they all think that you're like, they don't want us to hang out. And I was like, why? And she was like, because they think you're going to kill me. And I was like, I did that. I said, kill you? I get $2,000 a month from you being alive. Why would I ever kill you? Oh my God. I want to be your bodyguard. I want to drive you. I'm going to buy a really safe car, like Car and Driver's #1 safety rated SUV, and drive you to all your court dates. I call them gigs in that moment, but because I'm going to drive you to all your court gigs, babe. She was like, this is why I left you. No, she actually left me. You guys have never seen me in drag. You four have. She left me because I'm prettier than she is. And whether or not you think I'm pretty, I'm just saying I'm prettier. Yeah. I have a picture in my phone with a side-by-side. I can show you. Because I'm an awful human being. Yeah. It's her law firm picture, too. So if you feel the urge to look up Sacramento Shapiro lawyer, it'll pop up anyway. She looks like a thumb with hair. It's not a good picture. She's prettier than that picture, but in that picture, I'm prettier. Any questions so far? This has been an adventure. How do you spell Shapiro? It's Shapiro. I'm so used to doing it on the phone. I'm like, Sierra Hotel Alpha Papa India Romeo Oscar, and then people are like, thank you for serving, and I'm like, no. I just got tired of people spelling my last name with an F, because S and F sound the same on the phone. Yeah, and then I don't know, P and something else. So no, but that. I mean, no. What's her name? I mean, she does look like like that could be my ex. You know my other ex, yeah? I dated a pretty girl. My ex-wife is pretty. No, you have to do Sacramento. Oh, you did? Okay, you'll get there. Okay. I like. I don't have to tell jokes now. Half the crowd's just Googling for a thumb. No, please. I'm not mad about it. Yeah, I love it because that's less work for me. I'm just funny in your mind when you find it on the phone, and then you guys can send the picture back and forth to each other, like one thumb up. How was Suzette's lip sync last night? One thumb up, you know. I'm Suzette. That's me when I'm in drag. Yeah. Um, it's yeah, it's interesting. Like trying to date. I'm straight, and it's interesting trying to date as a straight drag princess. Because like, first of all, I see like a cute girl, and I'm like, oh, but I hope she's a size 8. And it's not because I'm not shallow. Like I'm not a sizist. I'm Jewish. I want to share clothes. Like I'm being frugal. Like stereotypes are true for a reason. I'm like, babe, now we have double the wardrobe. You're gonna look a little sluttier. I hope your job's okay with it. But like, side note, this is really funny. I've been using the same tailor and cobbler. Do you guys know what a cobbler is? Fixes shoes. Okay, cool. Some people don't. Thank you for knowing that. Cobblers fix shoes, and I've been using the same cobbler and tailor for like 15 years. And so they knew my ex-wife, like she had been in the stores with me, the like the respective like cobbler store and tailor shop, right? Well, cobbler shop and tailors, I don't know, they're both shops, whatever. And so they used to fix her clothes and my clothes, and now I bring them my boy clothes and my Suzette clothes, but they don't know I got divorced. They think I'm still married. So like my wife's respectable like 2-inch pumps and like pantsuits for court have now morphed into 6-inch stiletto knee-high boots. And and I brought in a dress, and I was like, she wants 4 inches hemmed off. And the poor little Ukrainian tailor was like, she said, but that make it shirt. And I said, that's how she wear a dress. That's how she make money now. Like, so where was I? Oh, I'm going on a date size 8, and I'm like, I just and then if like she's also the same shoe size, like double the shoes, like like that's the dream, right? And like then my friends are like, what about her? And I'm like, oh yeah, she's got a cute booty, but also look at those peep-toe booties, like they're cute. It's bad. Okay, you guys seem like a nice crowd. I've been trying these jokes. There's something that a male comic should never do, ever, 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 ever do. He should never talk about the girls that he can or can't date. Hold on, we're gonna pause this. I'm gonna tell you one other joke. Then we'll see if you want to hear this. One of the challenges of dating as a straight drag princess is if like, uh-oh, I have a pimple, and it's like, I know how to put makeup over a pimple. That's easy. Like that's children's play. So like just a little bit of concealer, right? But you can't just a little bit of concealer. You need a full face of foundation to cover up a little bit of concealer. And then it's like, where'd my eyes go? And it's like, well, just a little bit of eyeliner, a little bit of smoke it out, just a little bit of mascara. Yeah, now they're like popping, line the water line. Pro trick, right? And then it's like, wait, where'd my lips go? Trick question, they're white lips. They weren't there to begin with. But some lip liner, some lipstick, boom, now we got lips back. Face looks a little bit cold. Just a little bit of like contour, a little bit of blush, warm it up, a little bit of highlight in the right places. I look snatched, right? And it's like, okay, I was getting ready for a date. So I text her, right? And in this imaginary hypothetical scenario, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm still on my way. I'm just running late. And she's like, 2 hours late? And I'm like, yes. But now I can't just go like that. Like, so I put on like a ponytail and a crop top and a mini skirt and the aforementioned like 6-inch thigh-high boots. Yeah. And I show up and she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, are you the lady from Smud? What's happening? Why are you so judgy? Okay. Do you guys want okay. This is where okay, here's the thing. As a guy, especially a straight guy, you can never talk about the woman that you would or could or should or wouldn't date, right? Like the only person in the world that could do it was Matt Rife, and that was before 2 weeks ago, and now he can't do it anymore. I know, right? So like, but he could have, because everyone was like, well, I date him. Now no one wants to date him. I'm not gonna do domestic violence shows. I told you, I'm protecting my wife. My ex-wife. Nothing's happening to her. But like, I'm pretty, right? You have to be as pretty as me to date me. Like that'd be weird otherwise, right? Like it'd be weird if I dated a girl that was not as pretty, right? And then she's like constantly like, why is Suzette prettier than me? Like I don't want to hear that every night, because that we hear that all the time. Like we hear like, oh, I've never been as pretty as you, and it's like, well, I spent 3 hours getting ready. If you spent more than 15 minutes putting on some mascara and lip gloss, it might, But that's real. People don't need to wear makeup. Like you don't need a full face of glamour every day. So I'm just saying, like, I just need a girl that's like naturally pretty. I'm not shallow. I don't. She just size 8 was for the size. But then like it just makes sense if she's like I want someone like who's as smart as me, right? Like I don't want to date like a dum dum, And I don't, unless she's like really hot. And then it's like, okay, we'll date, for just like a week or whatever, so I can feel good about myself. But I work in a gay bar, and my friends that work there, sometimes they'll like bring this like girl up to me, and like, but she's like a troll. I told you this is gonna sound really mean, and she's like, I'm girl. And my friends are like, David, she's straight. You guys should date. You guys should date. And like, I get it. It's fair, because like throughout history, people are like, oh, if you're gay, like, my friend Anton, he's gay too. Like, you guys should date. And it's like, what? Where's Anton? And they're like, Idaho. And it's like, oh, okay, we're not going to date. But so like, I get it when my friends bring this like troll to me, and they're like, and they're like, and I'm like, I'm not attracted to her. And they're like, but she has boobs. And then she's over here like, boobs? 2 of them. And I'm just like, I know it doesn't look like it, but I told you, this is mean. Is it not mean? I'm like, I have standards, right? And like, more importantly, I do have standards. I don't have the answers to the 3 riddles to cross her bridge. Like, I can't date her because I can't cross the bridge. Like, it'll never work out. And she's just like, more fish in the sea. Like, I don't know why that's a troll voice. It's so much better. The first time I ever did, I'm not bad at voices. I'm just bad at voices, like the troll voice. And then the first time I did a voice, not a voice ever, but the first time I did a Santa voice, I was in college, and I'm Jewish, right? So I was going nowhere. Like, I'm just like, no, I got, like, my family's not doing shit. I'm just going to stay here and catch up on, like, homework and shit. So I'm just there, and then they were like, hey, we're looking for volunteers for the Santa hotline, for, like, little kids are going to call in, and you're going to answer. And I was like, hey, that sounds fun. Like, I would love to do that. I'm an actor. Let's be Santa. And I didn't think about, like, what Santa sounded like out of my mouth until the first little kid was like, hi, Santa, I want to get, like, a toy. And I was like, oh, do you? A toy? I can make toys. What kind of toy do you want, little boy? And like, as soon as it came out, I was like, that is a decidedly Yiddish Santa. But if you don't say anything, maybe he won't know. And he just rolled with it. He was like, oh, I want, like, the new, like, action figures. And I was like, okay, don't be verschnicket for your parents. Like, be a mensch. And that's how I answered the calls all night. And they never asked me back. But it was a great night. That happens a lot. I think drag is, like, the only thing where I get to stick around. I used to substitute teach, and I had this really cool trick with the students if they weren't paying attention, right? And because, like, have anyone a teacher? Okay, so what grade? All. What does that mean? Are you in a Mennonite school where you just teach all the children until they flee? Okay, yeah, okay. Theater major. So I really like high school because like you can just tell them what's up and they just and then my favorite thing with subbing high school in case like you ever want to do it is you just say I wrote your teacher a letter and said I told them to do this. And then it was on them. That's all you have to do. And then if they don't do it, then they're in trouble, right? But little kid subbing is like you have to like it comes with like a 40,000-page binder and you have to like sift through it to find out who's allergic to peanuts and you have to learn all the like code like 1 2 3 all eyes on me and crisscross applesauce, which is I hate the phrase crisscross applesauce. I'm not saying go back to what it used to be. I'm saying call it florigami. I know. But anyway, so when the kids weren't listening, like third graders, anything under like fourth grade, and they're not listening, you have to like say something. And all the teachers have like a phrase like coyotes in the wild. And then the kids call back like something. I don't even fucking know because I skipped that page. I was like, this binder's too big. So I would just go, children, listen to me when I'm talking to you and I'll give you jello pudding. Ma, ma, ma. And super effective, right? But then I went home and I thought about it and I was like, fuck. They're going to go home and tell their parents, Mom, Dad, the sub did Bill Cosby things to us. And I was like, I like my freedom. I don't want to hire my wife. I want to make money off her. Okay, you guys have listened to me for a very long time. Thank you so much. One more or... Okay, one more. I think one of the bigger challenges of dating is like I'm just extra and bougie. So this is not spinning the right way. Okay, so I'm just extra and bougie, and it's a challenge because I know what I want. Oh, it's cool. Oh, okay. One more round of applause for Jesse. If I took like a hypothetical date to like Starbucks, right? She's gonna get something normal, like vanilla latte. That's a very normal person drink, and I'm gonna get like a hot chocolate. And the barista is always gonna be judgy, and she's gonna be like, "Why a hot chocolate? Like, why not a decaf coffee? You're an adult man." And I'm like, because I don't need more caffeine. Like, I have enough energy. I'm jittery enough. I'm mentally ill. I don't think I should have caffeine, even decaf caffeine. I think just a hot chocolate is, like, solid for me. And she's like, okay, so a hot chocolate for this grown man and a vanilla latte for his date. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, also with almond milk. And my date's like, why not regular milk? And I'm like, well, I'm lactose intolerant. Like most Jews are. I think most humans are, honestly. I think we're the only, do you know we're the only mammal that drinks the milk of another mammal? Like, that's so weird. I think we shouldn't drink milk. So just, that's why, mostly. And also, like, yeah. And the barista's like, why not soy? And I'm like, because we are over-reliant on soy as a society. And it's not good for us in that quantity. And it makes you break out a little bit. And I don't want a pimple because if I get a pimple, I'm going to have to go home and put on concealer and then a full face of foundation. And I'm already on the date. I don't have time to do all that. Like, I didn't bring the wardrobe and the wig. And the barista's like, okay, so just a hot chocolate with almond milk for this needy man and a vanilla latte for his date. And I'm like, yes, with peppermint, please. People laugh. I don't know why people laugh at peppermint. I'm glad you did because no one laughed last night and I didn't know what to say. But peppermint hot chocolate is superior to non-peppermint hot chocolate. And so I will always get peppermint hot chocolate if given the option. And the barista's like, okay, a peppermint hot chocolate with almond milk and a vanilla latte for this girl that should like really run away. And I'm like, yes, one last thing. When you steam it, if you could steam it to the kid temperature of like 75 degrees instead of the adult temperature of 200,000 degrees, I would like to enjoy it with my date right away. And the barista's right. I know it's real. It's real. But then in my hypothetical date, the barista's like, what date? And I'm like, oh. The one that had cute peep toe booties. The barista's like, it's cool. I like in this hypothetical, she's like, don't worry about it. How about you want whipped cream on that, don't you? And I'm like, yes, how'd you know? That is all from me, guys. Thank you for listening. This show has drag performers and comedians, and there's lip syncing and comedy. So you're going to see everyone do everything they're good at, except me. I'm going to fail at everything. And then you're going to see everyone try something new that they haven't tried before, like stand-up comedy or lip syncing, because the show Switch the Fuck Up. Okay, cool. Not Shut the Fuck Up. That'd be a weird name for a comedy show. People just... So first up, we have a performer, and I'm really excited to bring her to this stage. Really excited to work with her tonight. So I need you guys to put your hands together and make some noise. Give it up for Dreamy D.
No one knows where my mind goes. I keep you on the low, I must confess. I've been painting nice, the picture makes me blush. My imagination at its best. I could put us on an island, I could put us in a mansion, I could put us in a backseat. Yeah, you're anywhere I want you to be. I keep you tucked away inside my head where I can find you anytime I want to, baby. I keep you tucked away inside my head where I can find you anytime I want to, baby. Top deep in my fantasy, 'cause in reality we're a mistake. Don't need permission to do what I do to you, when all you are to me is a sweet escape. I could put us on an island, I could put us in a mansion, I could put us in a backseat. Yeah, you're anywhere I want you to be. I keep you tucked away inside my head where I can find you anytime I want to, baby. I keep you tucked away inside my head where I can find you anytime I want to, baby. No one knows where my mind goes. I keep you on the low, I must confess. You're someone that I should forget. Oh, I keep you tucked away inside my head where I can find you anytime I want to, baby. I keep you tucked away inside my head where I can find you anytime I want to, baby.
Keep it going for Dreamy D. Okay. I'm glad you guys were better than me as people and you tipped. And I should have said, like, drag, that's the culture of drag. But you knew to tip. You guys did. So thank you. Round of applause for yourselves. And then round of applause for Dreamy D again. Okay. I'm going to bring up the next comedian. I think that's the groom side. But hopefully you'll like him. His birthday's tomorrow, so give him a round of applause, make some noise, give it up for Clay Newman.
I just want you to know, if 3 of you tip me, it'll be the most I've ever made doing comedy. So, not saying it's a faux pas if you don't. It'd be nice if you did. I know some of you don't know me, but if you want, you could tell your friends you saw Seth Rogen tonight. Yeah. We can take a selfie after, tag him. He's busy, he won't know. I'm basically the white trash, cheap knockoff of Seth Rogen. I am Meth Rogen. I'm flattered to be here, flattered to be the token straight on this show. It's nice. That's an honorary role for me, really. You have to understand, us cis, straight, white men, we are creepy. It's important that we know this about ourselves. Straight white men know how creepy you are. Like me, for example. Am I too creepy to purchase zip ties? I might have a project. Y'all don't know. Am I going to get my zip ties with my new shovel? No, I am not. No. This face, these glasses, those are separate Ace Hardware purchases. You get the zip ties in San Francisco. You get the shovel in Oakland. You bury the hooker in Sacramento. That's how it works. It's called the Highway 80 Shuffle, I believe. So have a little self-awareness. That's all I'm saying. White men watching right now, have a little self-awareness. I know what I look like. I unfortunately look like I may have starred in That 70s Show. Yeah. I basically look like what would happen if Jeffrey Dahmer only ate fat people. Right? Like, I know he's a monster, but Jeffrey Dahmer, dude was in pretty good shape for eating folks from the Midwest. You been to Wisconsin? Not a lot of lean meat on those people. I was just out in New York. There's a famous saying about New York. Maybe you've all heard it before. The saying goes, in New York, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. Well, now I live in Los Angeles, and we have a saying, too, and it bums me out that nobody knows what it is. Do any of you know our saying in Los Angeles? Not one. It's actually pretty similar to New York's. The saying goes, in Los Angeles, if you can make it there, you probably suck a mean dick. Look, I'm happy to be in Stab, but do you think this is my first choice on a Saturday? Not really. If I'm being honest, not really. I'd be a punchline tonight if I could get it all the way down to the balls, but... Bad gag reflex. What are you going to do? I like living in LA. We just got done striking down in Los Angeles. The writers and actors were on strike down in Los Angeles. It was a lot of fun, and I don't think it was supposed to be. I'm not sure the selfies are supposed to be that adorable in a national labor movement. I know the actors had too much fun, and this is how I know, because other unions would come and support us, like unions from all over. The nurses union supported us. Oh my God, my heart. The nurses union came and they did it right. Those Filipino women were angry. There were no selfies from the nurses. No. They showed up mad. They had chants. We didn't have any chants. The actors didn't have one chant. I walked by the nurses, and this is what I heard. What do we want? And in my head, I'm like, huh. Something to do with AI, right? Is it? Feel like we want less AI and better snacks? And as I'm trying to figure it out, the nurses yell, contracts! I'm like, oh, yeah, that'd be good. How else are we going to guarantee the snacks if we don't get the contracts? The second part of the chant begins, when do we want it? And I get a little cocky. When do we want it? Yeah, I messed up the first part, but I know this one. When do we want it? With all the pride in my union heart, I exclaim, now! And as I do, in unison, the nurses shout, yesterday! yesterday. Ladies, I just heard about the contracts today. One of you look at this mole. I don't know why I'm here. I just thought the world would be in a cooler place before we had to worry about robots taking our jobs. I feel like we're jumping the gun. Robots are taking our jobs. Cars are running people over. Self-driving cars are running people over before they can fly. Is that right? That seems backwards. I'm losing my job to AI. I haven't even gotten to bang an alien yet. Like, what are we doing? We're doing things wrong. Look, I know that as people get older, sometimes they stop being progressive. And I don't want to become that person. I want to stay progressive, okay? As the world changes, I'd like to think I can change with it. I like to think there's not a type of person that I will suddenly decide to discriminate against, but I will say this. If y'all liberals want me to be nice to robots, I'm out. That's my line. If in 20 years, President Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, she gets on the podium and she's like, we're being polite to AI now. Guess who's voting for Barron Trump? All right, this guy. Nice to robots? They're already taking our jobs. They're fucking our women. My son brings home a robot one day. Guess who doesn't have a son anymore? I didn't put food on his table to raise a robosexual. She turned into a weird Boston robophobe. I don't know what that sounds like. Just get out of here, you gears. You bunch of robos. We got too deep in the metaphor there. That's fine. That's fine. Weird day. I found out before the show that Sir David Attenborough passed away earlier. I don't know if that's true, honestly. He's old. It's going to be right sooner than later. Look, I want to talk about David Attenborough. I'm trying to find new ways to get into it. That seems to be one of the meaner ones. How good do you feel now knowing that's not true? Made you so much less sad than I made you 10 seconds ago. David Attenborough, you know what, though? He deserves it. David Attenborough does nothing but make me sad these days. I love David Attenborough, but when I see him get on camera, I know I'm about to be sad. Yeah, you know what's up. If you can't do it. If David Attenborough shows up on camera, just turn it off. Because here's what's going to happen. He's going to look right at you, and he's going to say some shit like, this icy wonderland once belonged to a truly majestic creature. The polar bear. Right, and we're just at home like, what kind of sad-ass Coca-Cola commercial is this? What? Why does he say it like that? Polar bear. Says it like he's the ghost of Christmas future. Says polar bear like my relatives say, you never call. I would kick him out of bed, though. If he wanted to narrate my life, oh my God. David Attenborough, he is the best. You know, in his old age, he made me sad, but he's still the best. If David Attenborough narrated my life, that's a fun show. It doesn't need to be my show without David Attenborough. Listen, between waking up and comedy times, not a lot goes down. But with David Attenborough behind me, with that wind in my sails, I'd wake up every morning. The male stoner awakes after a pleasant 12-hour slumber and begins this day, like most days, in search of a meal. Fortunately, the bologna is plentiful this season. The baseball fan. We got any baseball fans in here? Couple people. All right, go River Cats. There's AAA baseball is the best. You can't go to a Major League Baseball season and you can't go to a game at the Giants, the San Francisco Giants, and get Pinot Night. That doesn't happen there. Only in Sacramento can you get warm Pinot going into a baseball game out of a styrofoam Dixie cup. And she's like, thank you. I love baseball. A lot of people say it's boring. I get that. People say it's boring, but maybe they didn't think about this. Would a boring game have more than one team named after socks? Boring. Perhaps y'all didn't realize Blue Jays can be quite territorial. I love baseball. Obviously, I love baseball. I cut my hair like a Dominican shortstop. This haircut has a batting title and a battery charge. That's what this haircut has. I love baseball so much I even like cricket. Cricket is just baseball, but written by J.K. Rowling. A little more whimsical. Was that a wizard? What the hell? You talk about J.K. Rowling, all of a sudden Harry Potter's bleeping and blooping in the background. You can tell I'm dumb because I can't tell the difference between a wizard and Windows 98. Bloop bloop, wizard, look out! If I ever hear a dial-up sound, you're just going to see me running from Satan himself. Baseball, cricket, same basic idea. We're going to finish the joke. No, it's, cricket's just baseball written by J.K. Rowling. Baseball is played on a field, of course, with J.K. Rowling. It's a turf. Oh, worth it! Worth it! Worth it! I made her lose a nail! Audience at home, I hope you can appreciate. This lady down front laughed so hard a nail came off. And that's my tip for the show. I'm putting that in my back pocket. I'm going to return that to CVS later tonight and be like, I lost my receipt, but I'm pretty sure this is yours. Well, I don't get to tell baseball / trans exclusionary radical feminist jokes very often, all right? This is really the only show where it makes sense. I tried to tell that joke in Fresno. What am I doing? I'm telling turf jokes in Fresno. Why? For what? Somebody punched me in the head? I didn't even see it coming. I just heard, I don't get it, but I don't like it. I'll leave with this, a little bit of Hollywood news for you guys. I don't know if you heard about this up in Sacktown. Bradley Cooper's in a little bit of trouble right now. Bradley Cooper, he's he kind of deserves it. Bradley Cooper is playing Leonard Bernstein, okay? Leonard Bernstein, famous Jewish composer, okay? Responsible for West Side Story, one of the most well-known plays in American history. I can't believe Hollywood has the audacity to cast Bradley Cooper to play a Jewish man who wrote songs for white women to sing like Puerto Ricans. I can't believe it. Is nothing sacred? Like, I know Leonard Bernstein didn't write the lyrics to West Side Story, but he composed the thing. He is a white man who sat down in his fancy apartment in New York and thought to himself, what do Puerto Ricans sound like? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yep, that's those people. Pay me, please. All right, my name's Clay Newman. You guys have got a great show in front of you, so stick around. Give it up for David.
Guys, keep it going for Clay Newman. Did anyone tip him? Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll give that to him. Like, he'll be back. He's going to lip sync, but yeah, okay, here. Okay, all right. I mean, it is his birthday tomorrow, so. Okay, cool. So, guys enjoying yourselves? Awesome. Another drag performer for you. I love performing with this drag performer so much. She's, I love it as David, as Suzette. I get really mad because I'm supposed to be like the pretty skinny one, but like, she's prettier and skinnier. No, if you enjoy her, which you will, and you're local, you can catch her the next 2 weeks at the Velvet Room. Sorry, there was drama. Velvet Room at Roscoe's. So please make some noise, get your tips ready, and give it up for Manny Petty.
Domesticated girl, that's all you ask of me. Darling, it is no joke, this is lycanthropy. The moon's awake now, with eyes wide open. My body is craving, so feed the hungry. I've been devoting myself to you Monday to Monday and Friday to Friday. Not getting enough retribution or decent incentives to keep me at it. I'm starting to feel just a little abused, like a coffee machine in an office. So I'm gonna go somewhere cozy to get me a lover and tell you about it. There's all she wants in the closet. Open up and set her free. There's all she wants in your closet. Let it out so it can breathe. Sitting across the bar, staring right at her prey. It's going well so far, she's gonna get her way. Nocturnal creatures are not so prudent. The moon's my teacher, and I'm her student. To look at the single man, I got only a special radar. On the fire department hotline in case I get in trouble later. Not looking for cute little divas or rich city guys, I just want to enjoy having a very good time and behave very bad in the arms of a boy. There's all she wants in the closet. Open up and set her free. There's all she wants in your closet. Let it out so it can breathe. So if she's in this life, so if she's in this life, so she won't in this life. Coming out, coming out. So if she's in this life, so if she's in this life, so she won't in this life. Coming out, coming out, coming out. There's all she wants in your closet. Let it out so it can breathe.
Keep it going for Manny Petty. You know, Becca, the difference between Manny and Suzette is Manny means it for her outfit to come off. Yeah, it's just tragic. One more time for Manny Petty. Okay, cool. So now you guys have seen everyone do what they're good at, and like I said, what they normally do. I should say what they normally do. And if you just walked in, then you're gonna see everyone do what they don't normally do. But guys, give it up for Art Luna, right back here. purveyor of Sacramento arts. It's in his name, yeah. There would be no me producing shows without Art Luna. So if you mad about that, there he is. Throw things. All right, we're gonna keep the show going. We're gonna do 1 second. We're gonna do a drag performer doing stand-up comedy. You guys ready? Okay. I think it's the first time, so be supportive, be loving, laugh out loud with your outside voices in your head. Sorry, that snowflake is bothering me. I sound like a conservative. That was an impression. I could have said, "Here's my impression." Now that snowflake's sitting on that chair, and I don't like it. Okay. Anyway, gonna keep this going. Gonna bring up a drag performer to do comedy. Please put your hands together. Be loving and supportive. You can still tip if you want. Give it up for Dreamy D.
Keep going. I'm not ready. Okay. Hi. So I'm Dreamy D. You were very nervous when I was over there. You just didn't know what to do, right? You're like, where do I look first? Bottom lash, top lash, middle lash. There's a lot to look at. Don't worry. I get ready with it too. I go, God damn. Then I stand up. I go, oh. But anyways, so I am Dreamy D. I am like 286 in drag. That's not good. Yeah. This is when you say, oh my gosh, you don't look that old. Oh, so you took hesitation for that one. Okay. Yes, I am a vintage queen, but I love to say that I lived through the vintage times. That's so silent, but you know, I love it. Anyways, so yes, I'm like 286, but I am one of the raunchiest motherfuckers I know. Like, it is not uncommon for me just to look at someone and just scream at them during a performance, and that's my character development. We all have it. But anyways, how's everyone doing? Love it. Who's drinking? Yeah, it's you. Listen, you're so awkward, I'm going to be picking on you the most. So get ready. I'm only up here for 5 minutes, so I get 5 minutes to just put you through hell. And I don't want to talk to you too much. I talk to you too much. Why is there a snowflake on the chair? A lot happened up here. It wasn't me. I don't move. But anyways, so what did everyone do for the holidays? You first. Well, that's the holiday, yeah. What'd you do? You do what? Oh, I wish I could. She's not dead. She's just in a different state, and you know, she's like, ew, queers. No, I'm joking. I love my mother. My mother is also gay. So she's... Hey, there's two of you. Gross. Anyways, that's why I have to thank my mother for this, you know? She raised a little... Keep going. She raised this. She raised it. She goes, we're going to be loud and proud, aren't we? I said... I actually didn't start drag until I started out here, and I've only been doing it for like 6 months. All right. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. You make me feel so pretty. But anyways, yeah, for the holidays, I actually had my first Thanksgiving that I wasn't working in like 3 years, and it was with drag people, and let me tell you, it was fucking different. Doing anything with drag sisters, and that's a whole new thing for me. Like, you just get it, we're drag sisters. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, we paint together. I'm like, what are we painting, a house? Like, what? And then when I had my first paint session, it was with my first sister, and I completely changed her eyebrows because I paint very big. She did not. She looked like Frida Kahlo. Yeah, you know who it is. Uh-huh. It was bad. See, I just look like a bird, so it's okay. But anyways, love that you got to eat with your mom. What about you two? What'd you do? What's wrong with that? It wasn't good? Like the food wasn't good or the whole concept? Well, did you guys make it? Did you guys make it? You guys, like the whole family. Oh. Oh, and how about you? Love that. We already made that joke, so I can't say, I wish. What do you mean my dad's side? Do you really think my dad wants me to come home like, hello, I'm Dreamy D. How you doing, Dad? No, I'm actually don't talk to my dad. Thanks for bringing up more trauma. You know what? You all just trying to make me sad. It's okay. My bottom lash gonna fall. But anyway, speaking of my fucking bottom lash, listen, I can't see shit. Literally, like I'm sitting there painting up my face, and I asked Siri. I said, "Hey, what time is it?" She told me the time. I'm just also not educated. And it said 17:30. I go, oh my God, I have to be there at 7:30. I need to go now. So I got into body. Finished everything. I walk up to the door and I'm like, damn, it looks kind of dark in there. I start really looking. I go, where's my watch? Where's anything? So I called people and they're like, what are you doing at your gig already? I said, what do you mean? I'm late. They go, no, it's 6. I'm like, oh, damn it. So I sat my little happy ass in the car, I did my nails, redid my lips, and that's why I look good, actually. Because I won't lie, I was halfway like done with my lip. I'm like, you know what? They won't see anything. I move too slow and they get too bored too quick. But anyways, you're very pretty. Yeah. Oh, me. Yeah? You know what? I take that back now. It wasn't you. I just couldn't tell where I was looking either. I already made that joke. We already know. Lord have mercy. So we have you talk about you going to dinner with your mom. I can't do that. You bring up my father, and you're just mean to me. They didn't know. You're like, you're looking at me? But how are you in the back? You were the first two I seen. We have matching glasses. The hair is almost the same. This would be so much better if my mom was actually passed. But it's actually ironic. I have 3 moms. I count my dad, so 4. Work. Gay. But anyways, that's all I really have. You know, I gotta go take my pills. So anyways, absolutely love seeing all of you, except for... But anyways, thank you all so much.
Keep it going for Dreamy D. All right. Billy Joel, right? And one more time, give it up for Jesse, running stab. Just like, what Billy Joel do we have? Okay, do you want to hear Big Shot, Moving Out, My Life, Tell Her About It, or You May Be Right? Moving Out, Anthony's song. All right, that's a weird choice for David, but we'll do it. We'll do Moving Out. All right, cool. Okay, I don't know this is not a forte of mine. Here we go.
Anthony works in the grocery store, saving his pennies for someday. Mama Leone left a note on the door. She said, "Sonny, move out to the country. I've been working too hard to give you a heart attack. You wanna know by now? Who needs a house out in Hackensack? Is that all you get for your money? And it seems such a waste of time. If that's what it's all about, Mama, if that's moving up, then I'm moving out. I'm moving out. Sergeant O'Leary is walking
others. And it seems such a waste of time. If that's what it's all about, mama, if that's moving up, then I'm moving out. I'm moving out. Oh, you should never argue with a crazy mama. You ought to know by now. You can pay on the Sam with the overtime. Is that all you get for your money? And if that's what you have in mind, yeah, if that's what you're all about, good luck moving up, 'cause I'm moving out. I'm moving out.
There was a Billy Joel song that I practiced in my shower an hour ago, and it has so much saxophone, and I was like, I'm gonna play that saxophone tonight, that imaginary one. But okay, didn't. Thank you for holding it. Appreciate it. It was a saxophone, yeah. Okay, cool. I thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, we're gonna keep the show going with another drag performer doing stand-up comedy. You guys ready? Yeah? Okay. Not her first time. And once again, I love her so much, and you can catch her in the Velvet Room. And hopefully, anytime I do a show, I can book her and have her there because she's great. Please make some noise, get ready, give it up for Manny Petty.
Thank you. Oh, he always tries to make it taller, but it's always just still so short. Bless him, though. Isn't he delightful? Hi, how's everybody doing tonight? I love that. I love that, especially around the holidays. Not many people cheered then. So my mother is in town and she's visiting with us right now. She stayed home, thank God, because she at first wanted to come with us, and I was like, oh crap, everything's about her. She's gonna pick up if I try and change names. She'll know which stories I'm telling. But I love when she visits, only because it's a great opportunity for my partner to see that I am in fact the normal one. Because she'll go on about these, I want to call them tall tales, but in all honesty, they're so true. They're so true. We were terrible people, my siblings and I, god awful. Some of you in here have gotten to meet my sister, and they can say that she is terrible and awful. I am the pretty one, so we get a little happy there. But I asked my partner Daniel. I said, okay, what has been your favorite story that my mother has told while she's been visiting? Because the longer she's there, the more outrageous they become because she gets more and more comfortable. And I have to preface this by saying that my mother is an old school Mexican chola. Like she, yeah. See, there we go. It's always when I drop that everybody begins to understand. My dad, we were raised very like traditional Mexican. We went to Spanish church, English and Spanish. We had to go to both of them. I don't know why. The message was still the same. And then my mom was very like low income Mexican. So it was like, if you know, there's two different types of households there. And boy, was that, because we were a merged family too. So the youngest one, I talked a little bit about him last time, the criminal. He's the only one that's been caught and convicted, okay? I don't have a record, but there is a record, if you know what I'm saying. But I was trying just to ask him, and he was like, there really isn't. Like, you really don't know, like, what your mom is going to talk about and what little thing is going to set her off. Like, this morning we were making chorizo con papa, and it was just like, just a nice dinner or breakfast. And my mother was like, you know how you have that one person that every time you go back home, there's always something fascinating going on with their life? So my mother is that person. So she's like, oh my God, did you hear about Toño? And I'm like, no, oh my God, like what happened? And she was like, well, he's locked up again, another 5 to 7. And I'm like, oh God. It's like, oh, well, he was only out for about, 5 to 7 minutes. So it's, you do what you know. You do what you know. And she was like, yeah, but this one, it's going to be a little longer than 5 to 7. I'm like, oh, my God, what did you do? I'm thinking, I come from a family of murderers, criminals, and thieves. I'm just kidding. Not about the thieves part. But don't worry, I'm not going to steal anything. I already got your guys' purses during David's first set. So easy, you couldn't see me. I am a big man, but I can still get real stealthy, okay? Yeah, I mean, they put us on stages like this. You got to get stealthy. I can do flips and tricks. I just don't do them in this small of a space because we were at a gig and I accidentally landed on a person. But it's okay. He was hitting on me the whole night, so he liked it. He actually offered to buy me a drink after it. But I digress. So my mother's she begins her traumatizing story. And surely enough, it was a thievery. And I'm thinking, okay, it's something standard. We went to Target. We got a little too, pocket happy, and they stopped us. No. Tonio's creative. Okay, he's not going to get caught just by, mall security putting stuff in his pocket. No, he's going to convince you that this item he's walking out with, that you watched him not walk in with, is his item. And he will gaslight you I have watched this man gaslight security guards to the max. Like, I'm not wearing a blue shirt. What are you talking about? You didn't see a suspect in a blue shirt do anything. Man is fully wearing a blue shirt, and I'm like, okay, there's no way that you really think this is going to work. But sometimes you have to convince yourself. You have to just be so downright delusional that it is the truth. And I have watched him get away with none of it. None of it. I've been around here 24 years, and I'm still waiting for that. I'm still waiting for it to work. That was my number one lesson growing up, was you just have to convince them, mijo, okay? If you convince them, they can't tell you the truth is not the truth. I'm like, okay. I don't think that's how it works. I tried that one a lot in high school. Didn't get me anywhere other than in trouble. But it is nice because my mother will begin to show videos, like family videos. There's this one video, and I don't know why it's her favorite. And it's my brother, my sister, and myself, and I'm pushing my sister in a shopping cart. And my brother is trying to push the shopping cart over because he is the only alleged straight one that we have. I'm the only confirmed gay one. Confirmed. We're still waiting for Matt to really come around and just it's okay. We've taken your phone. We've gone through it. And by we, I mean me. Because one thing you can do is you can uninstall an app, but iCloud will never, ever take it off of your saved. And I was like, well, I didn't use this on here, Matt. But he's my only confirmed straight brother, so he's always trying to destroy and break and do these things. And I was trying to push my sister around in the shopping cart that we had found, and I'm just trying to have a good time, and he's fighting with me. And I really don't even think this is funny, but every time my mom tells this story, she cannot breathe. So I'm wondering if maybe you guys will not be able to breathe when I tell it, or if my mom is actually just 5150, just certifiable crazy. Because I mean, she's gangster. Don't worry, she's been in handcuffs, but nothing. We can't get her committed yet. We've been trying for years, but she keeps getting out of it. It's like, we take her there, and then she just finds her way back home. She's always home before we are. And we only had one car growing up. We had the van, okay? The white van, and every couple miles it was Everybody knew when we were pulling up to school. Everybody knew. I lost my trip. Oh, and Joseph, he tries to like take the shopping cart from me and flip it over, as you do to your sister. And I started hitting him with my keychain, and I started yelling "Stranger danger." It didn't quite register in my dog's brain that I wasn't talking about a stranger, so he then jumps, knocks the cart over. My sister almost goes flying. She grabs my brother. My brother goes down, and my brother takes me with him. Now, mind you, at the time of this story, I am 5'2" and maybe 90 pounds soaking wet. My brother is 5'4" and maybe 180 pounds bone dry. So I went down, and when I hit that ground hard. And that was what my mother found so entertaining. That's what she finds entertaining about that fucking story. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? And she has the whole thing on video. And in the video, you can hear her just losing her mind. Losing her mind, losing her breath. Like she's watching Comedy Central live right now. This was her Saturday Night Live, was having all of these damn kids. Because there were 7 of us, so something was always happening. Something was always going on. And mainly it was me, because I have main character syndrome, okay? I don't care who it is. I am the main character. We're all in my life. And one day, I was talking about it this morning, and I was like, I always got, like, the short end of the stick. Like, anytime anyone was in trouble, my mom always assumed it was me. Every single time. Like, she wouldn't even pick up the phone. She did not want to hear from school. She would just let it ring, wait for the voicemail. If there was a voicemail, she knew one of us did something bad. If there was no voicemail, she knew one of us got class. And so I was like, it's really funny that every time you get a call from the school, you just assume it's me. And she's like, well, that's because, Manuel, 99% of the time it is you. And the time that I was saying that, it was me. I did have a problem. See, my theory is, if you're feeling froggy, jump, okay? And that took me a lot of places in high school. I was a fighter. I know. The woman you see before you, yes, I did get into a tussle or two. On my record, there's 4. There's a lot more than 4. But you know what those records don't say? I never lost a fight. But now life has handed me my ass, because, oh my God, is life kicking my ass. Okay, nobody told me that you begin to deteriorate in your early 20s. I always thought that, like, we got to our 20s and this was going to be fun and quirky and we're just going to party. 20, great. 21, great. 22, let me catch my breath. 23, I was like, okay, maybe I can get comfortable walking the rest of the mile. 24, I'm like, is it time? Can we check me in now? This is too much. Like, it's 10 o'clock and I'm yawning like, oh my God, girl, it's 3 a.m. I need to get my ass home. The gig hasn't even started yet. I was getting too damn old for drag, and I'm only 16. I don't know why it's so hard. But no, I do enjoy having my mother in town. It is nice too that I get to bring her around. I took her bar hopping. Because she's always like, you never text me back, or it's like these wild hours that you text me, and it's like, I'm not ignoring you. I don't know how to describe, like, I lose my phone in the abyss. I get on stage and I don't even know where my phone is right now. I'll be so honest with you. The amount of times I've left my phone in like Stockton or Badlands and had to go back, like, No, I didn't go back. When it was in Stockton, I did not go back. I let the girls know. I said, I will see you girls tomorrow. I'm running into one of you. There's 10 of us in this cast, and one of you is going to be in Sacramento. I did leave it. I have left it at Badlands. Almost Punch. I couldn't find it at Punchline. I was searching like a woman. I was searching like a mad woman for my phone, and under my bag the whole time. It was under the plate of quesadillas that I had eaten. And I was like, you know what? That is exactly where I stopped paying attention to everything. As soon as they put those in front of me, I said, yes. I may look like a woman, but oh, do I have the appetite of a man. Let's see. Well, I was racking my brain and like trying to think of like non-mom stories that like I'd be able to tell while she's in the room because she'll kill me up here. Like she does not care. None of you know her first name. None of you know her last name. You might be able to identify her face, but she hates leaving her house anyway. She can kill me and get away with it. So it's. Yeah, that still sticks. You know, I thought that would go away after I moved out of her house. No. Oh, you know what has been my favorite thing to say to my mom now? My rules. We're in my house? What is she gonna say? The rent, I paid for it. All expenses, I never make her pay for anything. So this all expenses paid getaway is for free. You're damn right. Damn right. I'm gonna say what I want and do what I want. But I'm still afraid to smoke weed in front of my mom, so when she's not paying attention, I go to the backyard. I say, oh my goodness, I have to go to the bathroom. It's just been one of those days. I'll be gone. Quick 15 minutes. Come back out. Just pretending like I don't smell. Just if the delusion is there, everyone in the room will believe it. Smelling louder than the television, but that's okay. You know what? In my mind, I don't, and therefore in hers, it doesn't. Thank you all so much. You all have been great.
Let's keep it going for Manny Petty. Okay, we have one more number. It is the other comedian in the show doing a lip sync. You guys ready? I'm really excited for this. I almost was gonna do what I do that would match this, but then it wouldn't have made sense, and so we didn't. So, okay, cool. I'm really excited. That snowflake is still bothering me, said all the Republicans. Okay. Anyway, get your tip money ready, get your excitement ready, and give it up, please. One time, his birthday's tomorrow. Give it up for Clay Newman.
You say the price of my love is not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. You say our love is draining and you can't go on. I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal, royal subject. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove,
I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Everybody, da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da.
Keep it going for Clay Newman. If you guys have been to a drag show, then we end. Then you know how it ends. It ends with a curtain call. We're gonna bring everyone back out. You can clap for everyone again. This has been fun, but one more time, give it up for Stab and Jesse for letting us do a weird show. Okay. All right, we're gonna do the roll call. You guys clap for people, please. Make some noise. Give it up for Dreamy D.
Yo, mic check, mic check. Yeah, here you go. Oh, nah, he over here. Yeah, I heard he got that hot new thing.
She's old. She didn't hear you. Make some noise for Dreamy D. Keep it going. Give it up for Manny Petty. And then one more time, please give it up for Clay Newman. It's so fucked up watching King George take money from people all over again. Anyway, guys, this was your cast for STFU. Thank you for coming out on this night. If you want to come back, if you're local, we have a drag talk show. Manny and I do it on the first Friday of every month at 10 p.m. Have a good night. Bye.
Alrighty, everybody, that is it for us for the night. Thank you for coming out. Tomorrow's the open mic. We're here live in person Thursdays through Sundays, and we stream everything we do 6 nights a week. So check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. Let's see, online audience? No, let's let you guys go away. So we'll see you back here on Monday, online, in person. Tomorrow, you know what? Just check the calendar. You'll know what's going on. Have a good night.
Yeah.